Oh, wait, I can actually set an image here. Oh, what image should I use? I want to use this one for sure. Wait, I can actually set an image here. Oh, what image should I use? That's gonna be my intro card. Can I add text? I can't. Oh, nice. Oh wait, but I should set up like a different scene though. Intro. That's gonna be my intro card. Can I add text? I can't. Oh wait, but I should set up like a different scene though. Yeah. Oh wait, something is wrong, isn't it? I don't know. Oh wait, something is wrong. Okay. Um. Let's add a text. Room. Let's disable anti-alias. Okay. Let's add a text. Let's disable anti-alias. uh, let's pick a way cooler font. Let's use either a very. No, I don't wanna. I don't wanna pick a meme font. I wanna pick. Let's pick a way cooler font. What is it called? It's called VGA something. Perfect. Less perfect. Yeah, this one. Nah, it's too fucking pixel-ary. Nah. What's it called? It's called VGA something. Perfect. Less perfect. Okay. Nah, it's too fucking. This one. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, nice. I can get crunchy, ugly-looking pixels. Nice. Room online. That looks true. I think I'm gonna have to. So we have this first one. Oh, nice. The keyboard strokes sound crunchy. Oh shit! What was the font? I really like that one. Is it this one? No. Oh, nice. The keyboard strokes sound crunchy. That one. can I change the colors real quick? There you go. That's how. Oh, perfect. Is there a way, can I center this? Or there, no, transform, center horizontally. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, whatever. Man, this looks like... yeah, that's perfect. Nice. And I believe then I can... Is this like a transition? What is this? Chroma key. Nah, I'm just gonna leave it like this. Wait, what happens if I add a video capture device? Wait, what the fuck is going on? Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that then. Perfect. Oh, well, someone's watching right now? Okay. Well, whoever that is, welcome. Top chat. I went live chat. Oh, someone's watching right now? Okay, so this is where I left off last time. So, yeah, I mean, I give it a little thought. And there's just, man, this got hairy very fast. And so what I'm thinking is, I'm gonna move this a little bit this way. So what I'm thinking is that I'll probably just have different states. So, I mean, like, I have to mute myself here on the left. Okay, there you go. So what I need to do now is, you know, this is pretty cool and all, but there are gonna be custom, you know, interactions with this, and so I need to find a way to manage complexity here in a predictable manner. Yeah, as if that's not complicated. So what I'll do is, the concept behind this is that every card is gonna have well-defined states, right? So this one we know that it has 2 states, and that's it. It's just 2 states and some interactions, you know, within those states. And that does not include the dragging and everything else. That's like independent of it, almost. So the thing here is, we have an HTML representation of what I'm doing here, right? So paper content here, it's not really needed. I think I can use van just as a simple way to, you know, have HTML that's gonna work, like instead of having like hard-coded HTML strings. But I will play with HTML strings, and I'll explain how in a moment. But first, I'm going to clean up the code a little bit. We have this card drop thing. I am going to remove this right now. I think I'm gonna have to remove this state as well. Okay, this is it. Well, yeah, I'm missing the button. I am missing the button. I'm gonna keep, even though design-wise I don't really want to have this button. Like I would just leave it on the menu here. What I'm gonna do is I am going to I'm going to include it in the initial state, probably. Well, actually, no. No, there's a reason why. Because I don't want this to be rendered statically. Like if you, if you disable HTML here, I mean JavaScript here, and I'm pretty sure there's a way to disable it here on Firefox. Disable JavaScript. Oh, of course it's not gonna load. But wait, isn't this supposed to be? Yeah. So it would be something like this, and like you have normal controls, like it still works. You can still do stuff, right? So that's the whole goal, that you have a static representation of it. And so without JavaScript, you don't see all of that dynamic stuff, right? And so that's the goal here. And so that's why this doesn't include that. We have a paper, and then instead of adding it to the room like I'm doing here, and just to show it off, what I'll do is I'll have a paper outer HTML, and then I am just going to comment this out. Oh, like that, real quick. And there you have it, And obviously there's going to be some other things here. So I know that inside of this there's going to be some content. And this content is actually, it needs to be HTML, but right now it's empty. So this is an empty state, right? And this is a read paper. So I guess what I'll do is I'll do paper, and then this is going to be an object, and it's going to have different states. And we're going to have the read state, which is going to be a string, and then, well, actually no, I know what we're going to do. Paper read. I don't know about the style yet. Read state, and then it's going to be a function that returns this, and this is just going to have content. Now this is going to take it and use it as text. And there's probably a way. If I open up, let's see if I can. Actually, I would like a more readable version of band.js. Where is GitHub? Git. this slightly more readable? Not really. I'm just gonna like fucking prettify it real quick. Where is it beautified? Is this already beautified? How the fuck does this work? Oh, that's how it works. No, let's not do not rub lines. I don't know what this is. Honestly, I don't know if that's necessarily more readable. I wonder if I can just make this more readable with this guy. Let's not use opus. Let's use this one. Oh no. I think I need to increment the number of tokens. Let's run it again. Nice. Barely. Okay. Let's just see if that works. Oh man. I guess it works. Oh my god. Oh wait. Ugh. Duh. Of course it works. Let's not use spaces. And let's change the tab size to 4. There you go, nice. Okay. This is gonna, of course, break. Console log, yeah, we don't want that now. Yes, it doesn't work. Would you look at that? Oh. Whoops. Not an issue with the robot and an issue with the human instead. I'm gonna make this a function then. And this is just gonna do that. Const HTML equals, and then HTML, or rather, actually not HTML, but like the element. We want to say it only has one child, right? And we're using this ref thing. I think I'm just gonna leave it for now. It just kind of makes sense. And what I'm going to do is, I know that it's going to be the first element child, so I'm just going to set the inner HTML to HTML actually, just like this. You know, we'll know that it's that, and then we'll just return. We have two options. We can return the node, the unmounted node, or we can return the HTML. And I think I would rather return the HTML, if I'm honest. So outer HTML, just like that. And that's it. It's just a render. And then we'll need another one for write. And so for that write, let's say, I'm just experimenting here, if it's not obvious. If it's not obvious that I'm doing something crazy. Oh, importance. This is also gonna take in some other stuff, right? It's gonna have an X, a Y, and a width. And we're gonna have this be, X, And that's it. That's just gonna generate our read state. And you know, this is obviously gonna change. Like, but I'm getting somewhere, I feel like. And so now if, you know, I don't even know if I need this, to be honest. Like, it's kind of stupid, obviously. But like now the point is that I can get on I can do render read state, right? And so now if I use that function, it's just gonna return that. You know, it's gonna take an object with those values, which I want it to be like 3800, 3800, and then 300, and then you know it's gonna be like hello world. And actually, what it's gonna do, it's gonna take a text. It's not gonna be the HTML. But then I'm gonna convert that to HTML, right? So text equals, or rather, no. Const HTML equals text. And then I'll just replace all of the new line characters with these guys. Yeah. And that's it. Like if I now, you know, now I have a sort of item, right? And so now I can say const some fucking node equals to this. And that's it. It's not gonna, like, it doesn't have any other stuff. Like it's static. And then I can go and try to say something like I don't know, I think because rendering, yeah, it's gonna get the HTML, but I'm just gonna keep it like read state. And then instead of returning that, I am actually going to return the element. And so no element. But that's an object. Actually, I'm going to do both things. I am going to return both the element, or should I say node? I think I like the term node better. And then I'll just also export the HTML, and that's just going to be outer HTML, and that's it. And so now I have a node. So if I want, I can do ban add room node elements, and of course there's a syntax error somewhere. Oh, I don't think I had tried this. Yet again, stupid human, smart computer. What am I doing wrong? What's the problem here? It showed me there and I just ignored it completely. I guess I can just run it again and see that thing again. Okay. Missing 2 points. Oh, of course. Of course. There we have it. And as we were expecting, I think this doesn't work. I'll just discard it, to be honest. Okay, so computer 2, human 1. Okay, yeah, and I have this, and I can still trash it. And that's all nice. I have this card. Now say I want to edit that. Right? That's the complex part. I want to edit this. How do I do this? You know, like I want it to be accessed via a right click. But some cards are gonna have buttons and shit, right? So that's something, you know, that's important. So I think all interactivity is gonna have to be defined somewhere and somehow. So this gets added here at some point. At some point in the execution of modules. But then we have all of this. All this messy shit. And it essentially says that, you know, whenever a card gets remounted, we have to figure out, you know, card get attribute oceloti card is it equals to node book paper. If it is not equals to that, then we don't mind. You know, we don't care. I'm gonna remove this right now. I'm gonna remove this as well. And yeah, so we have the card, and so we're gonna let's comment this. Let's go step by step. Card mounted. Card. Hello. Now, because this is done at, you know, because this is done eventually. And probably executed last-ish. Like here, you know, we're saying that the room exists. Yeah, we know that for sure. And but the card manager, that also means that this ran before, you know, sync. I don't know who's doing an await here, but yeah. So, you know, this essentially tells us when things happen. Now, window, you know, we could do window, well, actually, no, sorry. This is going to be a very messy stream. So far, the idea is that you have items, right? And that if you click on it, then it's going to drop. And we're simulating that by doing this. So this simulates dropping the image. It's not like we're not pre-rendering it. That's not the goal here. You know, that's not the flow of things. Everything is going to be set up, and so this simulates dropping the image from the inventory because we don't have that implemented yet. Voila. And what do we know? About the inventory, there's probably going to be some function that takes some values like x, y, w, h, some content, and yeah, some text content probably, and a state, and we're gonna parse that and render it there. That's probably the idea here, but we're skipping a bunch of steps right now. And yeah, so this will get called at that point in time. And so when, when that gets dropped, well, this is gonna trigger this, which means this was created. I think I'm working on it backwards. I think I might actually have to start from here. I think I will have to start from here. Okay. Let's do that. Inventory. I think right now I'm just gonna use this, and I'm just gonna say drop. And what this is gonna do, well, this adds a bunch of things. Put away, back, yeah, back. Oh yeah, look, all of the content we have there, great. So we have slots, and then we have items, like actual items that we're carrying. And each item is going to have, it's going to be an object. It's going to have, some obvious data. Oh no, actually, they don't have that. Oh, they do, but it's not for the world, it's for the backpack. So grid X, grid Y. And then we'll store some reference for it somehow, somewhere. But for now, we're just gonna say icon, and then we're gonna do this. And card, we're just gonna say book paper. State, it's going to be, now it's also gonna have a width. And that's it. Width, it's gonna be 300 pixels. So then height, it's gonna be -1, which is probably gonna be interpreted as like automatic or just onset or whatever. Then okay, so then we have our empty slots here. And we have this awesome thing here, and we are going to map all of the items onto the slots. this is a lot of slots, so I'm just gonna, let's remove 2. We have just a few. I don't know if I want 4 though. Yeah, that's okay like that. And then we're mapping those. We're mapping those 2 objects. But each slot is actually, well, slots are just for rendering, really. So items for each item, we are what we're going to do is we're gonna determine the position, right? And this looks like a job for this guy. Why is this so slow? Okay. Help me map the items. I want you to complete my goal. The goal is to set the goal is to replace the corresponding slot with an item. It's a 3 by 6. Let's see if that's enough. This is making me lazy. Computers are making me lazy. And so now we have a slot. And then here, instead of taking that, we'll say slot icon. And so then Yeah, slot is null. Oh, of course. Voila. Okay. And so here, or if slot, not slot. Perfect. Now we have some stuff to work on. There's something very important missing, which is content. Now the content, right now, I'm just gonna save it here. Hello, YouTube. Then we'll do this is and that's it, you know, that's probably enough stuff for now. And so when you click drop, what's actually gonna happen is we are going to take that data and we're gonna add it there. So we do have a room and we have fan. So van add, and this is where the funny thing comes from, right? Like, you know, this is where we need this to be. So here we're gonna do some, have to do something there. And I don't know, I think I could just emit an event. And then this would be something like just right const and equals new custom event, and then this would be something like inventory drop. And then we're just gonna have a detail be the slot, which has the item. And so now it's inventory drop. And so here we create that, and we'll do item X, item Y, and item width, and then we'll do item content, and then we'll do that. Of course, it's not gonna work. What was it thinking? Are we even here now? Oh no, of course, no. Of course, because I have not detail is null. I don't even know what position this at. Ew. So there's no, we don't know this. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to take the window scroll x plus window inner width divided by 2. Same for this. Ta-da! And we can probably then discard this or do whatever, you know. Yay! We have our cards here. Okay. Now, yeah, I mean, we just added that. And then, because we added that, now we can play with it. And, you know, this HTML might not be needed, but I don't know. So yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there for now, because whatever. So now the card is mounted, and we can initialize everything else. Like now we can actually initialize things. And so for that, we're going to run something. We're going to run initialize paper. And we're going to initialize paper. And that's it. Now this is handling that globally, right? So here's the thing, it's gonna, if, you know, if yeah, the organization from the modules might change a lot. Like I might just have everything here, I don't know, because yeah, it's just a fucking mess right now. Item, if item that dot card equals to notebook paper, or if it is not equals, then we'll just we don't care, right? Same for this. And so we'll just, otherwise, and yeah, we'll create the node and that's it. And then we'll initialize paper. So now we can take a look at this mess. Here we have the handle toggle, the handle toggle. And now we can actually do, you know, we can take in as an argument our node element, right? And that's gonna be we'll say card. Oh, we can actually use the card from here, which is even better. And then handle toggle, you know. Let's try to use this, right? So initial state, and we're gonna get this from here. We're gonna say get attribute oceloti card oceloti inner state. And then we're just gonna do, we use this here. And now we have a state. And so handle toggle. But before we do that, we're gonna create our toggle. Right, we're gonna say paper toggle. Yeah, it has this thing, and depending on this thing, you know, we do this. And then this is our function, and then it's going to take that card, it's gonna get that, and you know, depending on the value, we're gonna do a few things here, and that's it. And then we're also gonna add content. We're gonna add an event listener for that, so that whenever we do that, we have this. And you know, depending on our current state here, instead of it being a function, it's gonna be static like this. And then, and that's it. Now we have our paper toggle thing here. Now we'll just need to add it, right? And we'll do it like this. We don't really need to, we can just say toggle. And then we also don't need this really. And that should be it. Haha, nice. And then I can, you know, toggle to read mode or write mode. I can do this, I can do this again, I can read. Oh fuck, what? I interrupted the flow there. And I didn't pay attention. Okay, let's try this again. Drop. Okay. It looks like this does not work. content. Oh, gotcha. I didn't realize that. I was not handling it the right way. What did I do? Yay. Then you can toggle it here. This works. Then you can drag it like this. Then you can click on it right. Nice. And this is way more readable now, and I'm using the state there. Now the thing is gonna be module management. Now that's a problem to solve. So I'm gonna push my changes real quick. Heading in a slightly this is fine. Fuck me. Wait, this is, yeah, no, it's correct. Now something that I'm going to change now that I have this basic cards. I think I'm gonna have to do like some type of like module overhaul. Like this system will need to change. I'm pretty sure about it. It's just too messy right now. Like I need hooks. I need good hooks, and I don't have I don't have any hook design for this whole setup. I think that's the thing that I'm missing, hooks. I'm looking for this thing. What I'm gonna do now is I don't want it to be selectable, so content. You know, we're gonna take this guy and then, but there's another step, and that is if the oceloti inner state so is equals to read, and then user select equals none. And this should have now user select none, and now it doesn't have it, of course. Well, text. Of course, Linux means Linux. And the thing is, the goal would be to, if you put away, like it's gonna now store the whole thing, you know. So this is a system that I'm creating here. And I think now what I need to, yeah, as I said, is just I need to, well, not right now, but I need to start thinking about a better module system. Oh, it's almost time for me to go. Um, you know, it's funny because then you click outside and then, yeah, of course, you're not typing anymore. But then you cannot drag it, like it's on read mode. And I think this is something that I like way better about this design or this approach now. Like, sure, there are problems that I need to solve that are like, you know, like basically avoiding spaghetti code, which it already is spaghetti code. Okay, I think I'm just gonna try to embrace it. But yeah, the inventory system is gonna is by far the craziest part. Like right now, it would work as a normal like static site generator, and that's the cool thing. Like that's by default. That's what I wanted. But now that the editing part, of course, that's gonna be complex, and of course, that's gonna be spaghetti code. And I think I'll just have to put things here because items will need to have definitions and state changes and just a lot of shit, right? And it needs to be all very well connected. And there's the card manager stuff, which you know we have an event for when a card gets mounted. And so yeah, I mean, who are the subscribers, right? Like in this case here, the subscriber is the module here, and that's being used once, right? So that's okay. You know, we could essentially handle all of the items here, right? So this code could be handled there, no problem. Now the reason why I added this event here as a global window event is because, you know, if you have like we have this inventory system in place, and then say you want to add a new item, instead of changing the inventory thing here, you can just say, hey, I'll just register a new one. And I think that's gonna be the thing, right? I'm gonna do a last year, so I think a better approach is to is for the inventory module to export a register hook so that we don't use inventory drop. This way other modules can just register the card states. Yeah. Because it really that's what it is, right? And we have this initializers. So and initializers. So yeah, I mean that way, you know, we can just say like, hey, we can just pass this function. You know, we will say something like register new item paper, and then, you know, handle state, and then it will handle a switch, and then based on that switch, it's just gonna like call these functions and return an element, a node, and then that node is gonna be used within the inventory here to just say like, hey, whenever something's dropped, we'll just execute that and then add it there, and then we'll just process that for you. And then for the initialize stuff, those are gonna be found within the items as well, and like along with the state renderers. And so then that function is gonna be called, well, as it needs to on an internal switch that's gonna be handled by the inventory as well. So that's the plan now, and I'm just in time for my meetup. So yeah, I think this was very productive. That little break did work, and that's just gonna clean up things a little bit more. Now the image dropper. This one's interesting because the image dropper now is gonna have right now it just adds an element, right? Like it's just like, hey, there you go. And so the card manager or the inventory is gonna have to be smart about it. Like, what is this thing? Do we know how to handle this thing? How can we abstract it? We don't have a render. We have a static thing that just appeared. And so I guess some things are gonna be like that, right? Like images. And then you'll have to convert those images, those raw images or materials, into something that can be processed and has something stateful. So it's gonna be a process of converting static stuff into stateful stuff, and vice versa. Like it's a very interesting system in reality, and it's very messy right now, but it's all in the prototype stage, so that's okay. Hopefully this will be way cleaner in time. But yeah, I think it's looking nice. So I'll just cut it here. How do I cut this? Do I have to go this way?